Alright guys, welcome back again to the channel. So there have been a couple of updates happening outside the camp of the Super Eagles, and one of such updates is the fact that the Under-20 Nations Cup will kick off in a matter of days. It's going to start on the 15th of this month and then ends on the 30th of this month, and it's to be hosted by Ghana. So the draw was made yesterday by CAF, and then Nigeria was put in the Group B, where we played the likes of Burkina Faso, Guinea, Niger and Mali. And then we have the Group A, where the host nation Ghana play against Togo, Gambia, Liberia. And then we have the Group C, where Senegal locks on with Sierra Leone, Ivory Coast and Benin. So this is how it's turning out to be, and of course it's going to be very interesting, how this plays out. But I'm looking at the group and I'm thinking it should be a fairly easy group for the Super Eagles for the Under-20 national team to qualify from. But more of this is going to be coming out based on that one, and I would expect the coach and all of the crew to be lining up the squad, to call them into camp, because it's just a few days away. But aside from that update, there's also one that concerns the Flamingos of Nigeria. That's the Under-17 women's team. They've also been drawn in the World Cup qualifying series. Of course, you probably know, because we talked about that before, that they have a World Cup to play in October. And right now the draw has been made, and they find themselves in a very tricky group, because they will be playing the likes of Canada, France, and then Samoa in the Group D. So as you can see on the screen, these are all of the other groups. Like Group A has the likes of Morocco, Brazil, Italy, Costa Rica. Group B, Korea, DPR, Mexico, Cameroon, Netherlands. That's it. Group C, USA, Ecuador, China, and then Norway. Group D, as I said before, Nigeria, Canada, France, Samoa. Group E, we have Spain, Colombia, Korea Republic, Cote d'Ivoire. Group F, we have Japan, New Zealand, Zambia, and Paraguay. So this event is also set to happen this year, starting from 17th of October and then ends on the 8th of November. And the Super Falcons, although we've not, the Flamingos of Nigeria, that's the Under-17, although we've not won this World Cup before in any of its edition. I think this is the 9th time that it's being hosted. One of our group opponents, France, had actually won it before. Canada had qualified 8 times out of the 9 times that it has been hosted, and they've really done well. I think the highest they've done is 4th place. Nigeria also a very consistent contestant in this Under-17 World Cup. We've qualified 7 times out of the 9 times, so it's very consistent. But the thing is, we've not actually won it before. The highest we've done is take the 3rd place. I think that was back in 2022 when we defeated the USA on penalties, went into the semi-finals for the first time, and then lost, but then played the losers final and then won the 3rd place. So it's going to be interesting, to see how this plays out. But this time around, I'm sure the Flamingos of Nigeria will be going all out to make history by lifting the trophy for the very first time. But moving quickly away from that, we have Super Eagles legend John Utaka, who obviously in the previous video I talked about how he weighed in on the situation concerning how Musa withdrew from camp because of wedding, and this time around he's also weighed into the Cyril Dessers case right now. Of course, if you remember, Cyril Dessers early on in the Unity Cup camp in London spoke with a Nigerian journalist, and then he expressed his disappointment that he hasn't been able to make appearances for the Super Eagles, especially when it comes to official games. He made 7 appearances, all of them coming in friendly games or just games that are not that serious. Let me put it like that. So Utaka has jumped in support of Cyril Dessers and feels that Cyril Dessers has actually done enough and has enough quality to, to play official games for the Super Eagles of Nigeria when it matters. He said that he was very impressed by the way Dessers played, and he, especially commended him for the way that he scored that first goal, the way he chested it and then calmly, tucked it into the back of the net. Utaka said that showed quality. It showed his confidence and calmness in front of goal, and if anything, that should be a sign that Dessers is a striker that the Super Eagles can rely on, for future important games. And it's what he said. He's a good finisher. I saw his goal against Ghana. He was very composed. He shows quality. To score that kind of goal requires maturity. I think it's high time they give him a chance. So that's what John Utaka said. And just to jog your memory on what Cyril Dessers complained about, about not playing official games. He said it hurts sometimes to miss out on these tournaments. It feels disappointing. I've been in and around the squad for 5 years now, and I haven't played an official game yet, only friendly games. So I must say that hurts. So that is what Cyril Dessers, said previously, or that's part of what he said, that warranted John Utaka to weigh in and support Cyril Dessers for, future official games. And then speaking of Cyril Dessers, there's actually a report that he's planning to wed his long-time girlfriend, and that event or that ceremony is going to happen in a matter of days. And even though Coach Eric Chelle didn't really give us reason why Cyril Dessers wasn't called up into the Russian squad. Yes, originally his name was not among it from the first list, but we've seen Coach Eric Chelle carry a lot of people from the Unity Cup list into the Russian list. Dessers was one of the top performers, so a lot of people expected that he was also going to be given that shot to travel to Russia. But maybe, just maybe, the reason we are not seeing him is because of the wedding plans, just like Ahmed Musa. But again, more stories will be coming out later concerning their training, how it went, and every other important update.
You don't play too much.
This thing won't take off.
This thing won't take off. Leute, voila, Moskau ist so behindert schön. Wir sind heute zusammen jetzt mit der Mannschaft, bisschen unterwegs. Ja, ich spamme euch auf jeden Fall full zu mit.
Das ist mein Haus.
Das ist Bravo.
Mit meiner Opa und meiner Oma.
Okay. Heute kurzes Fazit bis jetzt zu Moskau. Ist auf jeden Fall behindert schön, voila, so sauber, dass einfach alles so riesig ist. Das ist schon erstaunlich, ja. Also sehr, sehr geil bis jetzt, Leute. Ich versuche euch so viele Einblicke zu geben wie möglich hier von der Stadt. Ist aber auf jeden Fall geisteskrank.